Hey,
you know what fucking
back.
time it is? Time for a support episode. Let's go. Linhart.
Yep. It's going to be a lot of
Linhart,
gun
at least
talking.
try to do some
very little
training.
of
Use a
us.
staff, or a rod, or a broom, for all I care.
My apologies, but I cannot train right now. I have plans for later and don't wish to tire myself.
Well,
Caspar
have some
invited me to
coffee.
train with him, you see.
You slept through the whole debate, didn't you? Fine. I'll summarize it for you.
Not the whole debate. I closed my eyes only after I knew what reading would cover the topic.
There you are. Don't tell me you were sneaking out to do some training.
Of course not. I was sneaking out to avoid you. How did you find me this time?
Bloodhounds.
A mere coincidence. Why would you wish to hide from me?
Because you're an awful nuisance? Why do you pester me so?
Fucking Linhart not mincing fucking words.
He doesn't.
To ensure that your talent is not wasted due to your lack of...
It's none of your business how I spend my time or how I use my talent.
Accurate,
Have you
actually.
assumed the role of my mother? You overplay the part. She was only half as overbearing.
I don't believe that.
What is the matter with you? As house leader, I'm trying to prevent you from causing trouble for yourself and our classmates.
Fine, I'll try harder. Really. I'm sure you see
Really?
all this as my interfering with your duty as a leader. Have you considered how it feels for those of us who serve below you? You are a serious pain, you know.
How so?
You're like a mother who insists on accompanying her son to his own knighting ceremony.
That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
No, I'd say that it's putting it lightly. All your interfering is greatly hindering my research.
What
I see.
research?
Very
Cross
well.
research.
You've made your perspective perfectly clear.
Did you like that?
Did you
That was
like...
their level B.
Wow.
They only get a little bit closer than that.
Ooh. Oh, hey, Linhart.
Well, this is fascinating. Following this equation...
Linhart. Here again, I see.
Go away, Hubert. Now is not a good time.
Fucking just go away.
Ah, yes. A double line becomes a helix, and its arc... No, that cannot be correct.
Now is exactly the time. Lady Edelgard requests your presence. Come. The lecture is about to start.
Politely inform her that my research is vastly more important than whatever it is she has to say.
It's about how the air is poisoned.
While your passion may be admirable, it is sadly misdirected. This matter takes priority. Return to your hobby when your duty is done.
That's fair.
Hobby? This research will most certainly prove useful in the future.
The Empire requires you to be useful now. I should think you would want the same.
I mean,
You have an almost unparalleled intellect, a singular focus, and unfettered imagination. In
accurate.
truth, you have talents that many, including myself, will never have the privilege of possessing.
Are you complimenting me, Hubert? That alone deserves to be studied.
Let me finish. I haven't an ounce of respect for the cause you have chosen to waste your talents on, which changes frequently, I might add, with no rhyme, reason, or results. Learn to apply yourself to something constructive. You may still have a bright future.
That sounds suspiciously as if you're not going to leave me alone. I just want to
It
live a
sounds
life
like that
doing
because it
things that
does.
interest me. Is that so wrong?
That is unacceptable, even for a nobleman. Her Highness will soon
you
ascend the throne.
sure?
She is attempting to deal with such noble privilege head-on.
You have a point, and I understand where you're coming from.
Really?
But I can't do it. I can't bring myself to work for someone else.
Pathetic. Keep to your books, then. Goodbye, Linhart.
Yep. Making a mental note to kill you later.
Yeah? Oh, hey, Linhart and Caspar. This can only end well.
You're looking pretty tired, Linhart.
Yeah.
I
no,
think you
the
could use a
hot-blooded
little more of the
Caspar and
fighting spirit.
Linhart.
I believe you have enough fighting spirit for the both of us.
Enough? There's no such thing. You need as much as you can get if you're gonna train.
I'd rather
That's
face
all
it.
I'm about.
You're
made the
becoming too
mistake
much
again.
like your father.
Stop looking at the backgrounds!
I still recall
But, like,
with
you
startling
can-
clarity the time he
There's a
forced me to do
seam.
some
There's a
trimming.
seam.
What the fuck?
I remember your father wasn't
Look
too
at
happy
it.
about
Oh
that.
my god! Oh my god!
It's so poorly done.
Look at it! Look at it!
They hate one another so much. I simply cannot fathom what's wrong with the two of them.
I wish they'd just have it out already.
I
One
wasn't
big
paying
fight
attention to
settle
it, but then I
things.
realized I've
My
seen it
father would
before.
win, obviously, but it would still be fun to watch.
That would be rather cruel. I don't think anyone in Fodlan could beat up your father.
I looked at it
The
again.
poor fucking table.
How do you do that? How the fuck do you do that?
Poorly.
My father does have the height advantage, though.
Height advantage.
Oh, right. That's what this
When two
entire
opponents are of
fucking.
similar strength, the one with the height advantage wins. It's pure math.
That's what the entire. That's what this entire
Whoever forces the other to submit
support
wins.
is about.
That's how
Is
fighting
height
works.
advantage.
Brute strength alone doesn't decide a fight. And longer limbs equates to a longer reach. Taller people can hit you from farther away. There's also that... Well, I'm bored explaining this. I think you get my point.
No, I don't get it. Now you're talking about limb length and reach? None of that matters when you're up close and brawling.
I mean, yeah, it does. Reach matters.
Okay, but Casper's real dumb, and he's got a real go-get-em attitude.
Yeah. Also, he's short.
Yeah, he is
You know,
short.
I'm going to agree with you just so I don't have to keep talking.
If
I
you've
know
got
that
something else to say, then come out and say it. Actually, no, forget this. I'll prove it to you myself. Some of those new knights look pretty tall. I'll fight one just for you.
That's a bad idea.
And off he goes.
To get his ass whipped.
I'm sorry. Is the front of his fucking shirt reflective?
Yeah.
Oh. I looked at it again!
Yep.
Like,
From here, you can almost
no, from
just
here.
that's the shape of the room.
Yeah, that's what I think they were going for. They were going for making it look like the room goes this way and then it opens up so that you can still see like the background, and they did it in the most lazy, fucking bad way possible.
So
Yeah.
it's as I said then, isn't it?
He got
The
his ass
tallest
whipped.
fighter
That's what
has the
happened.
advantage. And my father could beat yours in a fight.
I mean, Linhardt, okay, advantage does not mean win.
Oh yeah.
One second, I need to check something real quick. Because I forgot to do this. She's 20,
She's 20. Yeah.
which means we have to be younger than 20.
What do you mean?
She said that Geralt gave her that necklace, and she's had that necklace since before we got here. And we've never met this woman in our life. That means we have to be a good deal younger than 20.
You know what? I'm just not gonna say anything because it's.
Hooray! Hey, Petra.
Caspar, that equipment is new. It is suiting.
I have not seen this.
It suits you.
Oh,
They
right.
got married in my game.
Thanks.
You get more strength each
They're not
day.
gonna get married in this
I
game.
do not want to be falling behind.
I'm impressed with how much stronger you've gotten too. More than I have.
No, Caspar, you are impressing to me. I want to be training with you.
Just hold on, Petra.
What is wrong?
It's your attitude. How can you act so casual around me? My father killed your father. You shouldn't be able to stand the sight of me. You actually hate me, right? That's fine. I can take it. I completely understand.
Yeah, that's the face of someone who can take being hated.
Just be
Like that.
honest. Give it to me straight.
Whew. This is the most, like, fucking
If our roles were reversed,
emotional
I don't
range
think I'd
I've
be able
seen
to
from
forgive you.
Gaspar.
I don't understand how you could.
You are not the one who did the killing, Caspar. Our parents had conflict, but we are not them. I have no worry about it. You should not either.
I'm just now noticing the random tufts of hair that come out of her pigtail.
Yeah.
I don't
Honestly,
need
more
to
like one
worry.
big dread.
Impossible. I don't think I'll
I
ever
don't know
be.
why I said pigtail.
You must. If not, the conflict
Oh god, and it's so
will keep
messy at the
carrying
end.
on. If children cannot forgive, it will not ever have an ending. Is that what you are wanting?
Well, of course not.
Please, give it some thinking. I will be leaving now.
Man, I can't just keep talking about how ugly the background is.
We'll talk about the animations, how they're not good either. Like how they're not timed well, or fucking...
Oh, this I haven't seen.
Oh, it's Leonie.
Leonie.
Perfect. The soil's ready. Let's get to planting.
Gonna take that.
She's so diligent, I can barely... Oh, look at her elbow.
Bernie. Oi.
There we go, all set. Now a little water.
What the... Okay, fucking, can we talk about Leonie's design for a fucking second? Like, the fucking gloves, the one arm not having whatever the fuck this is.
I think it's more glove.
It's more glove?
Yeah.
Her
Nope,
sleeve's all torn.
there's a separation.
She should get that fixed.
Just ends.
Yeah, see?
Hey,
look.
Bernadetta,
Just-
what are you doing here? Leonie! I was...
See? It's just a fucking... It's a sleeve.
Yeah.
What? Why?
What is it? I was just...
But doesn't it look like it
admiring
goes
your hard work.
over, like, over the short sleeve?
It does!
If you've got time to stare, you may as well help me out. Is that all
So
you wanted to say?
it's a sleeve that's separate from the short sleeve that she puts on that goes over it. That's
Maybe
a
it's-
choice she's made.
Maybe it's some sort of, like, protective
not exactly.
thing.
I mean, it looks skin tight.
Yeah.
Well, come on. Out with it. Oh,
Like her gloves, I could think of if she uses a bow.
your elbow
because
looks
that would
fine
make
to me. Is it bothering you? Not mine. Yours. Your sleeve's torn.
Which one?
Huh. How about that? You're right. I didn't notice. You could have just told me right away, you know.
That's not how
yeah,
she works.
It's not that easy, my guy.
It's just a little tear, though. Nothing to worry about. If you don't mind, I could fix it for you. It would only take a minute. You can do that?
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty good at sewing. I never knew. Well, if you're offering,
I
by
do.
all means. Just let me finish watering these. Oh, I guess I should get this shirt off
Bernadetta
first, though,
asserted
huh?
that she had a strength.
That's not right.
That's weird.
What? Hold on, don't... You can't just...
I missed it. What was the problem? Oh, okay. Well, we're good at this.
We're not good at this.
Shut the fuck up, Chris!
Oh, is that Petra? Looks like she's out shopping.
So she
Hey
is.
there, young lady. Are you looking to buy, or would you rather cry? Just so you know, there's no beating my prices.
Are you gonna beat us up? Is that a threat, Anna?
Cry. Beating. Are you wanting to battle me?
No, I love it. I
Hasn't
just
a
love that
battle with
fucking
wings?
sheet.
Trust me, kid. You don't want to waste your life trying to beat me at... Huh?
Sword or bow? Which are you fighting with? You have skill with both, I am thinking.
Oh my god.
Petra, what are you doing?
Yes, what is she doing? She hasn't moved.
Why are you fighting? What did she say?
They're fighting, you cannot tell.
I was asked to be coming here and do the shopping, but then this merchant gave me her challenge.
Huh? This has to be a misunderstanding.
Nah.
Look,
kill
I'll
her.
help you. What were you trying to buy?
We are needing vulneraries. Many people make use of them, and our stock is lowly.
Oh, got it. Just leave this to me.
Like, Ash looks
Come
like
on,
one of those
isn't that
people
price a
who's
little
like,
high? Surely you can afford to go a bit lower.
who's a little fucking, not wimpy, but like kind of beta-ish. Like he doesn't like in confrontations, but like if you ever see him without his shirt on, he's stacked.
Yeah.
Kidding? This is even lower than my usual bargain rate.
Really? Because the shop over by the gates is selling the same item for a little more than half that. Guess I'll have to head back there after all.
Hey, let's all take a deep breath. Here's the deal. I'll give you another 10% off. How's
Ash
that?
over here hustling.
Make it 20% and you've got a deal.
You drive a hard bargain. Fine, 20%. But you better be grateful.
I'll see you in class, jerk.
The shopping was successful. You have my gratitude, Ash.
Not a problem. I'm used to this sort of thing.
Bargaining for prices in Fogland is
Yeah,
complicated.
this time it's we paid money for.
I am
Anna.
thankful for this bargain.
Ah. And
Now
we
the extra can be
fucking
given back
don't
to our
use her,
professor.
and she's
Yeah.
bad.
She's bad. We don't use her. She doesn't come with like support at all.
Yeah, no.
That's the big thing. She doesn't have any support and barely has any character.
Yeah,
I had learned
like that's the reason
customs of
why I don't
Fogland.
use her. Is because she
I
has
have
no
gratitude
support.
for that too.
I don't know why
I wouldn't
she's
call it a
just
custom,
garbage.
exactly. It's just a trick we commoners use to save money.
Efficiency with money is a wonderful culture.
I promise you, it's really nothing special.
Being poor is not a culture.
I mean, it is, but like, ain't nobody happy about it.
Yeah. All right. Ah! Like I felt something brush my leg, and I saw your hand like.
No.
And I'm like, Felix and Ash. This should be
I
interesting.
must have left it in
This
the
is two
library.
people that I have.
Oh,
Not
is
seen.
that Felix?
So this is book.
Hey, Felix. This is a surprise. I didn't think you had much interest in books.
Duel me book.
I'm already finished with that one. You can borrow it if you'd like.
No need. I was just curious who it belonged to.
Why not read a few pages at least while you've got it open? I think you'd really like it. The plot is pretty different from a typical Knight's Tale, but it's still really good.
What are you, a nerd?
Can this book fight me?
No, I was about to say, what are you, a nerd? But he was sparkled as he looked over and thought about the tale. Cat.
Do you like stories about adventure and chivalry?
No, I despise them.
Oh.
Yeah, well, have you tried reading any? You might find them really interesting. I know I do.
I hate them. Can you try them?
What do you find so interesting?
Well, for one thing, the knights in these stories are always gallant and brave. And they always value things like friendship, loyalty, and justice. That's the kind of knight I want to be.
So like Eloise.
Ridiculous. Friendship, loyalty, justice. Only fools allow their lives to be ruled by such nonsense.
Oh.
Fools who get themselves killed for nothing. Only to be celebrated as heroes in books like this.
Pay that no mind, folks.
Writers of these
Don't say
stories
a
are
word.
worse than tyrants.
Music.
They seize control
Good.
of people's thoughts.
I could just see it on there's washing machines going on in the background, and I just looked over at the audio
That's a
and I
little
could
much.
just see
I was
it
only interested in...
constantly there.
I don't care. Such blind enthusiasm is dangerous. Be more moderate in your passions.
Okay, Hubert 2.0.
You know something, Felix?
Fuck you.
You are exactly like the knight in this story.
Excuse me?
You know.
On the surface, he's sarcastic and intimidating, but underneath, he's kind and cares for his friends.
Oh, God.
In the end,
Ash.
they become heroes together and conquer all obstacles.
Disgusting. Stop looking at me like that.
Oh, see, right there. That's just what I mean. You sound exactly like him. I'm going to lend you this book. Really, I insist. Just give it a read, all right?
Ash is gonna end up stabbed in his
Trust
sleep.
me, and you can tell me what you think when you're done.
Why is this happening?
Because you picked up a book.
Yeah.
Because you fought alongside Ash in the battlefield. Alright, last one.
Oh, Professor, here's the map you... Well, as always next time, I suppose.
Is it implying Ignatz just got cut by Leone?
Hey, Ignatz! Didn't you have something to talk to the professor about?
Oh no, nothing urgent. You didn't cut short your conversation because of me, did you?
Come on, do I seem like the type to do that?
No.
No, I just had a couple of questions about the bows. We're done now, so I thought I'd come and tell you.
The bows? Is something wrong with them?
Lots of them have come in for repairs lately, so I switched out some of the strings for stronger ones. They've been breaking less, but now they're harder to draw.
Ah, I see. I suppose people would prefer if you went back to the lighter bowstrings.
Wow, you have dead fish eyes there, Ignatz.
Maybe. If the only issue was the draw weight, I'd just tell people to get stronger arms. But the real problem is that you can't
Fucking
shoot as
get good.
fast. The arrows also fly too far now.
I can see how slower shooting is a drawback, but the arrows flying farther, that actually sounds like a good thing.
Sure, on open plains, but up close you lose accuracy. That's why I thought it might be good to use different bowstrings for different scenarios. I wanted the professor's opinion about that.
Oh, good point. You know a lot about bows, don't you?
Yes, I do. I grew up in a hunting village, so I've been around them my whole life. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily better than anyone, but at least I know what I'm doing.
Neat.
And you? Do you have something you're really good at?
No.
Me? Oh no, I don't think so.
Well, I'm sure you'll find your thing someday.
I hope so.
I found out what I'm good at. What is it? Being a bitch. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. Sorry this was a long one and there wasn't much to it, but we gotta get through the supports.
Yeah,
Bye!